This segment is brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook, or visit us online at sftmeats.com.
Good morning and welcome to Farm Factor on Ag AM in Kansas. I'm your host, Conrad Cabus. Today's show is all about the 50-year Water Vision Plan. Take a look. The Kansas Livestock Association has had a handle on the 50-year Water Vision Plan. Their plan is to help Kansas producers with their water needs.
Yeah, my name is Mike Beam. I'm on staff of the Kansas Livestock Association, and I've had the opportunity to work with several policy groups within the association to provide input into the administration on this project. So we have a water committee, and we've been working with the Dairy Council and the Feeders Council and others on this whole project. So we had met this summer and provided some input to the Water Office and the administration. And one of the key points we emphasize that for this to really work, it needs to be kind of driven locally, and it needs to have a voluntary incentive-based approach instead of a heavy regulatory approach. So I was pleased to see that two of those were part of the guiding principles that they talked about this morning, to be voluntary incentive-based and have some of these efforts and initiatives driven at the local level.
The livestock side of agriculture water is very important for producers, ranging from cattle and dairy facilities to everyday family use.
Yeah, from the livestock industry sector, the use and availability of water is very critical. And it goes from the everyday stock watering use that farms and ranches have in grazing situations to the cattle feeding facilities and dairy facilities. And gosh, the water is just so critical for those cattle to drink and consume every day. And of course, though in those situations, it takes a lot of inputs from feed, be it grain and forage, which in the more arid regions of the state largely comes from irrigation. So it's vital, and the folks that have made investments in these facilities, including family operations who are making plans for the next generation, it's critical that they be able to count long-term on the availability of a good supply of water for their operation.
The second draft is what the KLA is very concerned about with their members.
So now we have what's been called the Draft 2, and we scheduled a policy meeting for next week. So we're anxious to share this information with some of our members and look at that fairly closely, probably talk about it at our convention and annual meeting the first week of December. And I'm sure we'll have some suggestions to make prior to the date in January that was discussed today. So we're very pleased that they're providing another window of opportunity for additional input.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Farm Factor on Ag AM in Kansas. For more of Farm Factor, or if you want to view this program again, visit us on www.agaminkansas.com, or you can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. So have a good day with good luck.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.